Now, it is a funny season. It's really where summer starts to finish and autumn picks up. But there's that sandwich few weeks where you've still got lots of beautiful colour from the summer months with geraniums and begonias and dianthus and fuchsias. And then, of course, all the autumn stuff starts flowering. Things like cyclamen, things like chrysanthemums and bellis and the like. Now, the secret is to try to save as much of your summer bedding plants to grow forward into the following year. And many of them can do that. But before I begin, it would be great, please, if you could give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And also subscribe to my channel for loads of other great videos. What you find is with a lot of these plants, and we call them bedding plants really, because we get it from the term bedding out. So in parks and gardens all over, they used to plant all the beds with flowering plants like begonias and dianthus and fuchsias and geraniums and busy lizzies and petunias and so many more. And they were called bedding out plants, so we call them bedding plants. A lot of them come from much warmer climes than the UK. The geraniums, for instance, you can see, of course, in window boxes in Greece and in Spain and in Italy and the south of France. So they grow particularly well during our summers. But of course, as it gets colder during the winter, they can't survive outside with the frost. So we need to move things like that into a frost-free area. And when I say frost-free, I'm referring to something that isn't a hot windowsill in the lounge. Oh no. It's either a cool unheated porch, it's a conservatory, it's a greenhouse like this, it's a coal frame, it's a brightly lit garage, somewhere that's away from the frost but not close to radiators, because they're not really house plants. They're more tender living plants that need that little bit of protection from the frost area. So there's a bit of sorting out here to do. I'm taking some plants out, potting them on and creating. But of course, that's the end of summer. There is an abundance of autumn colour to be able to put into the garden. And as I step outside into a little bit of autumnal sunshine, I've got more colour. And this colour is going to keep me going right into the winter. Now just take a look at some of the flowers that we get. Okay, so it's no longer geraniums and fuchsias, but these are cyclamen. Look at that, almost hand-painted, tall standard flowers, swept back petals hovering over beautiful, delicate, intricate foliage of a combination of emerald green and silver. How lovely is that? And they will produce and keep flowering throughout the autumn months. In addition to that, we've also got ornamental kale, ruffled foliage and colours of gold and purple. Look at the veins in there as well. Again, to give a lot of autumn colour. Little bellis, the little bellis daisies here in containers, hanging baskets, window boxes or borders are really good. And the big, powerful favourite, chrysanthemums. And there are many different types to choose from. You can buy them in many different sizes. Well, I picked these up from the garden centre. There's good 6 in there, which is perfect for containers. And planting up at this time of year is a great opportunity to get the children involved in gardening as well. Well, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. I've got a free monthly newsletter that is packed with great seasonal gardening hints and tips. It's in the description below, so sign up and take a look. Basically, you just need a container, any size container can do, some peat-free compost. I've got some Miracle Grow peat-free, and just take a look at that now. Look how rich and full of energy in. Each bag contains unique, there we are, there's some vitamins and some food in there. You've got about 3 months of food just in the compost alone. There's lots and lots, and it's all peat-free, all perfect to grow for containers. And you just put a mix. Best not to cram in too much, but what am I going to start with? I quite like the ornamental kale. So what I normally do is give the pot a little bit of a squeeze. It helps tease it out, then take a little bit of compost out of there to get him into the container. There we go, settle him in and bed him in like that. Then I'm going to I'll put a little tiny cyclamen here. Isn't that lovely? £2.49 I pay for that, and the beauty and interest that'll give. Look how many flowers, look at all those buds. That's going to be producing a great deal of colour for me right the way through. Put a smile on my face as the as the night start to draw in, the two of them together. And I thought I will put one of these little chrysanths in. Be a bit careful with the chrysanthemums because they're a little bit more brittle than the other two. There we are. I'm getting that out there. I have to take a bit more compost out of that one because it's got quite a good compost run on its own. I'm going to bed you just in the front there like that, and a bit more compost back in there, a bit more of the old peat free in there. Just take a look at that. What a lovely container. It's bright, it's colourful, outside the back door or the front door, something to put a smile on your face when you come home from work, put a spring in your step as you leave the house as well. So there's plenty of colour. The bedding plants don't finish when it comes down to geraniums and fuchsias because there's plenty of autumn colour, then winter colour, then early spring colour. Your containers should always be in flower. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more great content like this. And remember to switch on the notifications to be notified of my latest videos. And check out also my newsletter. It's completely free, giving loads of great ideas and hints and tips on plants, growing your own, and wildlife and garden design too. Thanks for watching.